Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, 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 welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome, Blake.
Welcome, Machine.
Welcome to the grand final of the 2016 Command & Conquer Generals World Series.
Hype.
0 hour. Damn it.
Hype and a half.
Sorry. The Generals 0 hour World Series, rather.
Give me a best of. Give me a best of, Machine.
I don't even, before I answer your question, I don't even know if there was a Generals World Series rather than just the 0 hour World Series. Because I know in the past there definitely has been. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really delve into the CCG scene. But as for the series, best of 9.
Cool.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's probably important since we are now taking scores properly.
Being very professional about it, so it does seem to be important. So, Dominator, you will be spawning in as our GLA Stealth General down the bottom of Tournament Desert. What other map would you be on?
Yeah. The grand finals, for some reason, they're always on Tournament Desert. I guess it kind of makes sense, though, just because, you know, you can talk about whether or not you like the map, but the fact that people have played on Tournament Desert the most, it means there's very specific strategies involving the map. So I feel like it's the most competitive map, and I say the word competitive in terms of strategies, counter strategies, and such. So Curious, he will be our China Nuke, the early game Dominator, sending his terrorist through the entire map. He's ran all the way from here. Like, this is how far the terrorist has ran.
It's impressive. It really is. Marathon level terrorist plays. So, I mean, normally it really tends to be a sprint when it comes to most terrorists. They kind of devote their lives to the 100-meter sprint. But this guy, he's like, no, I want to go against the fold here, Machine. I want to do something a little bit different with my life. I'm going to become a marathon runner.
I really liked how Dominator, how we had a bunch of workers set up handing out like water bottles to the nearby marathon runners, keeping hydrated. Dragon tank will get stolen. And the way I see it, right, if you're going to blow up a supply truck, you want to make sure you're well hydrated.
You certainly do, Machine. It makes sense, and brutal, actually, stealing away that dragon tank. Big positive for Dominator, taking that one away, sending RPGs up to take out the barracks as well. However, Taz, not without plays of his own, uses the GAT to deny the Rebel going for the oil cap. However, Dominator is already one oil cap up.
It has finished. Not sure for how long, though.
Yeah, so this Dragon Tank is actually really important, and for a few reasons. Obviously, having a Dragon Tank is fantastic for garrison clearing, but it also gives GLA the ability to destroy the garrisons in the middle of Tournament Desert, which is incredibly important. And you don't really have that opportunity as GLA. A lot of the times you are looking for that third supply, but you don't have the ability to deny the garrisons on the other side without focus firing with them with RPGs, for example. Have a Dominator up until 5 seconds ago certainly had that option.
Great defense from Curious, because Dominator was going for the oil with the Dragon Tank. The Dragon Tank's a very cheap and efficient way at destroying the old derrick. Apart from that, the only real alternative you have as GLA is for the Tech Terror. And we've seen in a lot of games where it's actually really easy. You just put a bunker there, and then all of a sudden that oil, it's very hard for the GLA to actually destroy, especially since then later on you don't have access to the arty strikes, the carpet bombs, and all those support powers that you see USA and China used to destroy them. Dominator has a technical here, going to be forcing away the supply trucks.
Yeah, denying any mining from that third supply, which is currently a very cost-inefficient machine. And a very small army from Curious here as well, having invested, obviously, losing that barracks, losing the trucks as well. Oh, ho, ho.
7 workers, man. Normally you only see 5 or 6. The one time that you see a GLA having a lot of workers, they all get crushed there by a worker, but rather by a battle master. There's no tunnel there for the evac. There wasn't a demo trap either, so maybe a bit of a mistake there from Dominator not having anything defending his supply, but he will actually snipe a dozer.
Yeah, one of them going down here, Machine. Obviously no command center up and running just yet, and this technical snuck through, and there's not really a lot defending for Taz. A nice scaffold block here coming in from Dominator to ensure the safety of the secondary worker line.
Maybe we'll have mine spawning.
Fep 3, double
Oh, man.
scrap. I wouldn't even want to be these Battle Masters right now.
Yeah.
That's not a 1v1 you want to take, Machine.
He actually might have survived there. Oh no, there was a Battle Master that flanked him. And there were mines. That technical was not escaping that one. Meanwhile, the very wounded Battle Master and the Gatling tank as well.
I actually see Dominator finishing off that tunnel. Hey, why not? Grab a couple of free RPGs up and running. We might see the Battle Master just camp the entrance to the arms dealer.
I think the Gatling tank made the clever choice there and decided that I am not staying near that Battle Master. When the Battle Master has about 20% health as the nuke, very vulnerable to being blown up. And oh, actually, Curious, big mistake here. He doesn't deny the oil cap from Dominator.
Yeah, it was actually a Rebel bike coming up, and obviously as Dominator is the stealth general, it was a stealth Rebel bike, so very hard to keep track of unless you have a unit actually sitting on the oil derrick, which Curious didn't at the time.
Almost getting hit by the Battle Master, looking for maybe a cap on the propaganda center. That can be so punishing if there's no units nearby. Actually, that being said though, it's very close to the supply center, so there's 2 trucks nearby.
And it certainly isn't a Lotus level cap machine. It takes a little bit longer.
So this is one of the things that you want to do during an engagement. It's not something that happens often in 0 hour, but in a game, well, never mind that. I'll finish my rant later because this hijacker, oh man, hopefully he doesn't get the weak one. He gets the ECM would be the best thing.
ECM
probably
would be fantastic.
If he can survive with it, especially. Okay, Lotus. Oh, Lotus reveals the hijacker. That's unfortunate. Okay, what I was gonna say is, a lot of times in 0 hour, in StarCraft 2, like a game that's so, there's always things happening. That if you have a situation, Rebel almost getting crushed. If you have a situation where you want to do a drop or an attack or something sneaky, you want to wait until your opponent is preoccupied. So say you have a big engagement, and then during the big engagement, that's when you drop your opponent with a medevac, because then all of a sudden they don't realize it. They're focusing so intensely on this main engagement, and that's basically what I would like to see here from Dominator, is that like now go for the all caps.
Yeah,
look at that, the propaganda center cap, because now Curious's attention, he's microing the battle. He took out all this army, and that was nice. I mean, the Overlord barely survives, but meanwhile, he may not actually get the sell off here. He definitely won't get the crush off.
He's probably haven't even noticed.
Oh no.
Oh, Machine.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to high five you. There we go. That is the top level caster calls that I like to see. And all of a sudden, Curious, he's spamming the button for an Overlord, and he cannot work out why he can't build one. It is because your propaganda center has been sold off, my friend. It is completely down. Curious's army falls at the same time. Dominator is playing an amazing game as the GLA stealth.
That was great. Yeah, feels good, man. But nice to see Dominator making use of that. Rebuilding the propaganda center. I can see why Curious didn't get the crush in time, but not getting the sell in time, that's just a big mistake. You gotta remember, it's a $2,000 swing, because not only does Curious not get the sell, it means that Dominator gets the sell, so he gets the $1,000 cash, and he may do the same here with this stealth Rebel.
And even if you really look at it, it's a $4,000 swing. It's the sell, the actual price, and then the rebuild as well. You still have to rebuild the propaganda center. Huge investment overall, and all of a sudden Curious is left with a low tier army. There's not even an ECM in this engagement. The propaganda center is still being built up now.
That being said though, there is a lot of tunnels defending this third supply for Dominator. Jarman could get the snipe off on this Dragon tank, just need to stay a little bit away from the flames. Snipe the Overlord though. Oh, Blake, how many troop crawlers do you see?
No troop crawlers, Machine. Now, however, a couple of RPGs in the area, and then one of the battle buses is going to be shut down, but that's not going to stop the RPGs from firing. These Gatlings are going to be slaughtered, and the Overlord isn't contributing at all to this engagement. All these RPGs are going to survive. Jarman finds the cap. Evacs an RPG for the cap as well. The Overlord goes over to Dominator. Curious GG's out of the game.
I just love how the Overlord face planted into the ground there. Yeah, very well played their game very well played by Dominator. Taking that first game, very convincing. Some very crucial mistakes there. It was actually a pretty close game overall. Curious, he went for the third supply, but Dominator, he denied it entirely. The trucks didn't really get any mining off, probably didn't pay itself off. He stole the oil derrick with the stealth rebel and the bike. He forced the propaganda center. Man, Dominator playing a very convincing first game.
Certainly was, yeah. Yeah, it really came out ahead in every single engagement there. Probably the best play that we saw from Curious were those worker crushers, denying an entire line worth of mining, especially when we only saw Dominator on 2 supplies, having invested in the early palace tech. That was a really nice play, but yeah, game does go over in favor of our man Dominator, and we'll jump on over to the scoreboard while the machine intros.
Game number 2 now. Curious will be our GLA vanilla. Dominator as the super weapon general. Going to be a little bit harder to play the super weapon. Very expensive Humvees. Actually, you know what? The real reason why I bought those Gunnars is because I was worried about my eyes being impaled.
Okay, that's fair enough. Would you like me to set you up with the Gunnars every time I move the scoreboard in?
Yeah, that's right.
Laminated edges are sharp, and Dominator's build order also seems sharp, rolling in with a Chinook drop. Could be the arms dealer deny here.
Yeah, it might be. And the other thing as well is actually boxed in the workers. The workers cannot retreat here.
Even if he doesn't get the arms dealer, denying all these workers is fantastic.
Oh!
No, the Terrorist should get it! The Terrorist, go! The Terrorist should get it!
Would he?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
But those are survivors,
Those would have been a better choice.
But it means that now he's still crushing the workers. He actually isn't for now, but man, that is
next
beautiful.
level. That's such a good play. That is such a good play. That is amazing. Dominator is a god. Dominator is a god. How are they going to kill the dozer? The terrorists it's not going to kill it. It's not going to kill the scaffold. You need 2 terrorists to kill a barracks.
Well, it's only half built, so maybe it'll one-shot it.
I'm pretty sure it won't.
It'll probably just cancel it now,
can actually
though,
get out. Yeah, there we go. Gets the cancel, but that delays an entire supply worth of mining at the same time. Dominator goes for another drop. It will be a Humvee. You're alright, machine. Oh, it's an ammo. Even worse than a Humvee machine. Even worse. Much harder for the tunnel to clean up. There we go. Full worker crushers. Dominator's a god, but Curious, he's going into the base. Curious into the base of Dominator.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. It's Tech RPG, completely ineffective. The second dozer is, of course, ward off here by Dominator. All the Chinooks survive. He's in a fantastic position, playing as the super weapon.
There's pretty much no income here for Curious. He's got a few more workers now, but definitely getting put behind. He has 2 really nice tunnel placements, though. That's pretty important, actually. Even in the middle, he has a 3rd one, too.
Oil cap investment could be a way for Curious to come back into this game, but does the man even have a barracks machine?
No. I'm getting really... Oh, sorry, he does, yeah. I'm getting really baited because the worker is standing exactly where a rebel would be standing if the rebel was capping the oil derrick. So I keep seeing the minimap and just seeing that not a rebel capping the oil derrick. It makes me a little bit on tilt. But the Ambo is still here.
Yep. Still chilling for the denies, and currently no way for Curious to go for this one. More technicals moving forward. I'm not really sure what they're looking for.
That being said, though, does Dominator actually have 4 Chinooks? He does now, but I think for a while there he was only on the 3. The Chinook's very expensive, 1,200, so if you are going for some aggressive Chinook dropping shenaniganry, then you generally have to stay on 3 for a little bit.
Not sure if there's anything actually inside of these technicals, or whether they're just looking for a scout machine.
Also, in case you didn't know, I maybe not have told you of this formally, but my new favorite word is now shenaniganry.
Shenaniganry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you know that.
You didn't formally tell me, machine.
Yeah.
I would appreciate a Facebook message next time before we start casting.
Like 3 days notice?
Yeah, I mean, at least, so, yeah. Think of it like getting a day off work, so if you want to change your vocabulary, you got to let me know. Decent-sized Humvee army coming in for Dominator. Probably a good half-dozen missile defenders inside of these. Maybe even a few more, given there's no tower upgrades, and I was getting a little bit baited. Toe upgrades.
Dishonor!
Dishonor! I wasn't getting baited by that. They are pushing up the flank, of course, with that ambo as well, denying the tunnel network, which will stop at least one of these oil caps, potentially from Curious. This Humvee army could just about end the game as well, because Curious would have had to invest in upping his worker count and would have had very bad economy up to that point.
Is that really all there was? 1 RPG? That's disappointing.
Curious is on a budget machine. He's lost a lot of workers, not getting a lot of income.
Maybe Curious should take a payment plan. If only there was more finance options for the GLA.
Yeah.
I feel like it's perhaps a little bit discriminatory, but the terrorists as well getting gunned down by the Humvees. That was close to the ambo.
It was. I mean, what option was there, though? A full tech terror coming in for Curious, and that should spell the end of the game. Investing the full tech terror, not getting anything out of it, especially in the economic situation he's in at the moment. I certainly agree that. I mean, there should be, I don't know, maybe some crowdfunding or something.
12-month interest free.
Yeah.
Pay as you go, lay by.
Yeah.
You know.
Or just like going to a bank to get out a loan. It's just like, okay, well, I want this tech terror. I don't have the money for it now, but I'm pretty sure I can kill a war factory with it. I'm pretty sure Curious just defaulted on his loan if that's what happened.
Yeah.
He ends up spending the tech terror on drugs, or actually on trying to blow up an ambulance here. So not the most effective means, and this technical army just does not scale into the mid-game machine.
Oh, he lost one Humvee and that was it. And a perfect evac there. Once again, Dominator completely crushes Curious. Oh, also, I forgot to explain. So yeah, this is the Grand Final of the World Series. However, Dominator technically already won the tournament and therefore the money as well, because Tasmany didn't show. Tasmany is Curious. Is that not the one that works?
Isn't it?
Isn't this one we used this
You
last
handed
time?
it to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same whiteboard marker we used last time.
Why is it not working this
I
time?
don't know.
What? What is
Like,
this
I'm
nonsense?
pretty sure this is the exact same one. It is definitely a whiteboard marker.
What is this nonsense?
I'm sorry. Well, anyway, I'll keep explaining my story.
You keep explaining. I'm going to go get something a little bit harder hitting and toxic to our environment to get rid of this whiteboard mark. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, so Dominator won the cash and won by default because Curious couldn't show for a couple of weeks as he was busy or something. But then later on, Curious and Dominator actually agreed to play the games just for the sake of it, I suppose. So pretty good sportsmanship, I think, from Curious is to say that, look, I've lost, you win the money, but I do want to give the General's Gentlemen something to cast and just make it official. So definitely, you know, shout out to these guys for organizing the two games and actually playing them, despite the fact that Dominator has the money. And also I think for Dominator as well, for not being like, nah, too bad, I win, stuff you, you know, I don't want to play you. I think Dominator was quite confident though, coming to the series, that he wouldn't have any problems. I was actually talking to him before he played the series, and he was like, yeah, this should be a pretty easy series for me. Will it be the case? We'll find out, as Blake will...
I don't know. The stuff that I picked up could potentially kill a jellyfish. Oh, it looks good. I mean, in theory, it looks good. I swear that's the same marker that we used previously. I really don't understand what's going on. I'm very confused. I will, however, draw a janky 2 over the top of Dominator. It's not ideal. Dominator currently 2-zip up in this series as the machine successfully maintains his eyesight, stays alive. I love it. It's very hard for you to cast with one eye. It could be difficult. You're going to miss half of the engagements.
I don't think that's how it works, Blake.
It's exactly how it works,
I mean,
machine.
I'm going to cast with one eye closed now for this entire game. No, not really.
So it will be our man Dominator spawning in as the GLA stealth back on it.
And Curious as the China nuke. So is this a reverse? No, it was super weapon last game. Okay,
Yep.
so just
this is the second time Dominator's played GLA stealth. So no, I'd say we're on complete random.
Yeah,
So
complete random. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, what is this here from Curious? He's got him for a forward tunnel.
Honestly, a preferred build, in my opinion, machine. I do love seeing forward supply trucks for the worker delays.
Why do you like forward supplies, Blake? Is there a reason?
There is a machine, and we just saw it. Perfectly zoomed in on camera. You are on point today, sir.
Actually, he doesn't see this one here, though. The tunnel there on the left will complete. The only the downside to doing this is... Where's the supply? Well, I think he actually... He realized that there was a truck coming and didn't even bother. Man, that's actually very effective. That being said, though, I was just about to say, the problem with the forward supply is there are hijackers nearby for the the caps when you're versing GLA stealth. However, the hijacker just avoids the mines.
Ooh,
He's
solid
going to be
dodging.
camping out the factory.
No, he's
but it's
getting
an
crushed.
outpost.
Oh, outpost.
Very smart there from Curious. He knows... Oh, man, that is so annoying. Well done. I like how Dominator makes... He's not even microing his truck. Like, he didn't even micro that. Maybe he'll kill another truck. I didn't think the TNT blew up because it was...
One General's Gentleman swag point for Dominator.
Just one?
Well, he didn't micro it, so...
Yeah, that's
really,
true.
that's kind of Curious's fault, but Dominator still gets the swag points for using a hijacker that was going to get crushed by a supply truck to cap a supply truck and then use a non-combat unit to kill an outpost.
Oh, but isn't that like 2 now? Because in the game where he got the block off of the barracks, that's pretty swag point.
Oh, that was swag point worthy, actually. Yeah, right, Machine. So I don't know whether that's good play or swag point worthy. I'm really not sure. Well,
isn't swag points creativity?
It is, I suppose.
That was
and
creative.
It was creativity that worked. So, look, I mean, he lost the first barracks, so he loses a little bit for that. So I'm gonna say that's 2 General Gentleman swag points for Dominator already. He is banking them up.
Well, but losing the first barracks allowed the dozer to stay in there and further deny the mining time. So I think losing the barracks was good because it meant he traded the terrorist, and then he could still just sit there denying workers.
All right, look, I mean, you just make the call on the swag points from now on.
I'm actually Dominator's attorney, in case you didn't know that.
I wasn't aware.
Yeah.
No. So after the shenanigans are over, the RPG's getting crushed. So Rebels going for caps. Dominator using his professional distraction methods to ensure the double oil cap goes down. However, Curious is having none of that. Can they get there in time? I think it will, Machine.
I don't want to disrespect the Rebel, but he's actually facing the wrong direction. He's capping the road or something.
Maybe he like missed an eye. The oil was on the right hand side and he's lost that eye. I don't know. You never know, man. You never know. So the oil derrick cap was denied. Fantastic for Curious. Gotta love that. However, all these trucks are getting denied as well. With the war factory in the wrong area. Even terrorists coming in. This is nasty.
Will we get both here? Nice response.
Should get one. Maybe even get a dozer.
Might actually build some red... Oh, no, gets both. Oh, massive mistake there from Curious. That is like the anti-swag points.
Yeah, that's the anti-micro. It's just that you're making it worse for yourself. Might as well have stimmed twice. It's not good. Not good at all. Losing a lot of mining time is Curious. He's not having a fantastic series thus far against Dominator, who is playing out of his mind.
I need to make like a in-game pop-up for swag points. What image should I have to do that? Like, I don't know.
So you have to go back and find out when we first created General Gentleman swag points and who it was, and then get a photo of them.
What about like the Thug Life, you know, with the sunnies and the weed or something?
Totally. We'll see.
I mean, I have Dominator on Facebook. Well, like his public page. So I can just get like a photo with him and just like shop it in the corner with like the, you know, the Thug Life kind of swag points thing. I could do that. I don't have one for Tasmany though, so it'll be a little bit unfair, but maybe Tasmany won't earn any. That'd make my life easier, but it would be a little bit sad.
Forward supply goes down, and that is sad for Taz, losing that one. This is the second game that we've seen Dominator with a Vet 3 double scrapped technical. The second game in this series. In the first GLA stealth game, he also had a Vet 3 double scrapped technical. And it was doing almost as much work, even getting the dodges as well, but the firewall just taking down the garrison in time. Those RPGs will fall, however, the Vet 3 double scrapped technical will survive here.
Wait, what?
I know!
I know I finally have found a counter to the OP technicals is like the elevation.
Hardest of hard counters. Easy 1v1.
Okay, more Battle Masters rolling in.
Yeah, denying mining time is about the only thing that can get Curious back into this game, and certainly did in his last China Nuke game. Got some nice worker crushers, however, this time Dominator a little bit more on point. Quad pop should be enough to take out this Battle Master. To start dodging around. Second one's going to be coming in as well, but the hero technical should be enough to finish this one off, and even then, the workers are walled in. Dominator is covering all of his bases here.
It's just so OP though. Like, how can you justify something that costs $500 doing that much damage?
Because I got double scrap, bro.
Oh, man.
At least it doesn't have 5 levels of veterancy.
Yeah, that's true. All things considered, at least it only gets 3 levels of veterancy rather than 5.
Yeah. As far as things go, the attempted propaganda center probably not going to end well here for Curious. Really doesn't have any units. He's lost so many supply trucks this game as well.
Look at the Dukes though. This technical. Oh no, he might pass through the Battle Master here. No, he turns. Reverse gear. Ah, that's a shame.
It's not enough.
You will scout the propaganda center at least. Forward supply here from Dominator. But Curious has just lost so many units. He must be really far behind in an army count. We haven't quite seen it, but I'm pretty sure there'd be a bit more in the tunnels here.
Yeah, we see Dominator going for a slightly different route this game. More of an economic thing here. Quad pops are really nice as well. Keeps 3 of those quads alive when the Battle Master was about to blow up.
4s. Okay, wow, 4 supplies. Maybe that's actually too many then. He may lose his 3rd supply here. There's no detection though. So, does Curious actually know Dominator's mining?
You've got to look at the supplies going down. That's the thing though.
Did you see that terrorist just walk through the Battle Master? There must be like a certain angle where the hitbox is like if it's going diagonally, the hitbox doesn't properly align or something. Oh no, he's actually firewalling down.
Sees the supplies going down, obviously, starting to fall. So knows therefore that there must be a supply in the area and manages to firewall down all of those workers. Certainly could be a little bit too much of an investment here from Dominator. 4 supplies seems a bit excessive.
He may even deny this palace too. I just think there hasn't been enough hijackers considering the lack of detection that we've seen. We've only seen 1 or 2 outposts. Maybe Curious, after losing that first outpost so disgracefully, is a little bit too scarred to try and rebuild them.
Yeah, just a little hesitant. Curious certainly not giving up, not out of this one yet. Now has access to the propaganda tech for the ECMs, which is very important. Not going to be denying this palace though, even on 100%. Tries to sneak through into the worker line, but there aren't... I don't know what this worker saturation. Maybe that's what's going on here for Dominator. I mean, the worker saturation's decent on this first supply, but the second supply, the initial supply was pretty bad.
Firewalling down the oil. Actually, will survive. Needs to repair that one now with a worker. And now Curious is on 4 supplies. Has a Black Lotus as well, capped up the oil. I feel like Dominator may have thrown this game by going 4 supplies and also a palace as well. And an oil cap even.
Yeah.
Little overcommitment to the economy. Hijacker.
3 supplies would have been fine. Just 4 supplies. So the Lotus has been revealed now. Dominator, if he was watching, should know that's in the area, having lost the hijacker.
Actually, that was really fortunate, wasn't it? That was just kind of a lucky
it's lucky,
Lotus.
actually. Yeah.
Alright, we've got a Jarman here. There's no detection, though. Lotus reconsiders. Should be a radar van coming out soon, I suppose.
Yeah, hopefully. First battle bus has arrived. There are ECMs out, though. The oil's been capped. Yeah, I'd even say Curious is probably in a better position now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially trying to nuke against GLA Stealth. Once you get critical mass of nuke overlords with ECMs and detection and a troop, like, how do you deal with that? Buggies, kind of, but yeah, this is a really good mix. I mean, I guess battle buses too. Trying to nuke has a bit harder time countering battle buses with MiGs because their MiGs aren't as good because they use the nuke shells rather than the napalm shells, so they don't have the firestorm. So let's see what Dominator does here.
And Sam, I'm really not sure what Dominator has as well, Machine. We really haven't seen a big tunnel pop from him in a while. I don't know what his unit composition is. I have no idea. I'm guessing there are a lot of quads in it, but I don't really know much beyond that.
Okay, here's a troop crawler. Jarman a little bit late to snipe the Overlord down. You will have a field day with his Red Guard, though. Maybe no, he cancels the disable on the battle bus.
Yeah, Jarman would have found the snipe.
Oh, yeah.
He was actually lining up for it. We saw Dominator start the micro in that area, but Lotus gets the cancel in time and re-stealths. Oh, he seems focusing the wrong targets here. Battle Busters with very nice snipes. Dominator, excellent micro, has a second line of tunnel networks as well for the pop.
ECM a little bit out of position here. There goes the one Overlord. No Isotope just yet. So the Gatling tank getting quite low.
Oh, is the Jarman snipe?
Yeah, a little bit out of position here. He
It's gonna be a
sniped
little
it
bit
down. He's going to give away an Overlord. Is that other one sniped? Wow, they're both being sniped. And then the Troop Crawler was completely denied. Lotus...
Not worth. Maybe to deny them. Yeah, I guess to deny them, it's probably worth. Yeah, I don't know. Lotus is expensive, but I suppose you don't really want to give away a prop Overlord to a GLA.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, is I was going to say maybe the Lotus should have stayed nearby.
Right.
And then shut down the Overlord. But again, the Jarman can just snipe the Lotus as soon as Lotus tries to use the Disable. So, yeah, I guess trying to recover there, not a great trade. Well, nice flank, however, with the Battle Buses. ECMs will get a Disable.
Oh, yeah, it's two of them.
Not actually focusing with anything other than a Gatling. There's a Carpet Bomb coming through and a Mine Drop as well.
Mine Drop slightly ahead, really nice. It's going to be absorbing a lot of the shots coming in there from the quads. Beautiful play. That was beautiful. The Carpet Bomb would have gone down if that Mine Drop hadn't been used at exactly the right time. We've gone over this in a previous cast. Getting the timing right on your support powers so things like Spectre gunships that have a lot of health absorb the damage is fantastic. So
it's very important to deny these mines because they're in front of the arms dealer. I think he may have killed his own tunnel there, but yeah, so it means that any units that rallied forward will just die. But a big push here from Curious. 3 ECMs, 2 Overlords, Gatling tank, even a few Red Guard in the back, and there's the Jarman though.
yeah, Jarman is ready to go.
Troop Crawler will reveal the Jarman, but it's a pretty small detection range. Overlord gets sniped. The other one is focused by the Battle Busters. Overlord here for Dominator as well. It's Overlord duking out. ECM's out of position.
Jarman should have a sniper as well if he wants to go for the other Overlord.
Didn't you already use it?
Oh, he might have done, yeah, on the other one, yeah.
Maybe in recapture, I'm not sure what happened to it. But either way, oh man. That was not a good push for Curious, but I think it was actually just really nice micro by Dominator. Like, a lot of times in 0 Hour, and just in games in general, it's... when something flashy happens, it's more because one player messed up. I feel like that was kind of more Dominator microing that really well.
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah.
But of course, Curious, yeah, his ECMs were a little bit all over the place. Didn't have the Red Guard kind of there, but man, Dominator is playing out of his mind. This is a really good series for him so far.
Yeah, it's probably the best we've seen Dominator play, I'd say. Just solid all-round gameplay. Completely solid. Little bit of a tech mistake there going for the 4 supplies, but he's recovered well. Curious has done a fantastic job to pull back into this game, building up a pretty decent-sized nuke army. Has the CC down now as well, and going for the airfield for the machine's favorite units.
Well, there's no nuke silo, so he can't go for the nuke MiGs.
Sorry, who'll build it?
I don't know if he'll go regular MiGs or if he'll go Helix. I'm not sure. He's going to need something, because these battle buses are pretty scary. That being said, though, oh, there's only Gatling tanks here.
Yeah, the ECMs can't look for the shutdown. That's the problem. It takes 2 ECMs to get a quick shutdown to one of these battle busts, and if you do that, you don't have the rocket deflection.
I think the 4th supply was just a bait in order to give Curious a chance to get back into the game, so then he can macro up Overlords, so then Dominator can steal the Overlords.
Ah, right, okay, yeah. You know you're in trouble when your opponent has more Overlords than you do, and you're the China. That's an issue. And it is currently happening. It is real life.
Also, that earlier Carpet Bomb, it didn't even destroy any buildings.
No.
Got them down to the holes, and even the workers moved away, so it was nice timing, but it won't actually kill anything.
No tunnel pop this time, Machine.
Yeah, the workers might go down as well, though. Yeah, man, barricades pretty damn strong.
It certainly is, Machine. Pretty limiting unless you combine that with a high-level artillery strike to take out the buildings.
Who
Battle
actually
of the
wins
century.
this fight? I wonder if it's even or not. Looks like the RPG is winning.
Yeah, it seems to be the RPG.
But
yeah,
maybe it's just because you fired first.
Maybe he did.
Like, they probably have the same stats, let's be honest. Oh, come on,
No,
Jarman.
go away! Play fair!
That's like the time where you had a 360 no-scope duel with Jono and he just, like, shot you.
Just shot me regularly, yeah. Complete ridiculousness. And it's the RPG trooper that plays the ultimate cost when it really should be Jarman.
He's getting backbanned for that.
He really should, breaking the standoff like that. It's just BM. Complete bad manners from the Jarman.
Oh, wait, with helixes. Okay. Oh, but there's a lot of quads here.
Yes.
And the battle buses as well. But nice swoop in.
Prop tower's going to be nice as well.
The helix army on a budget. You use a prop tower there.
Use a prop tower. Not quite as mobile. You can't move it around, but
it also doesn't have the subliminal messaging upgrade.
it's worth gaining from the prop center.
You definitely get that upgrade. It's pretty cheap. It's not expensive. You don't need a payment plan to afford that.
Man, everything seems to have one eye this game. Look at that mine drop. Not well coordinated at all, and yeah, there's the GG.
He didn't even let his helixes die.
Yeah, that game was over. Dominator played well. The tunnels were hard to crack. It was difficult for Curious to find a good engagement. There certainly was a period during that game after Dominator overinvested in supplies, but Curious had a decent-sized army. Dominator didn't really have a counter other than a couple of battle bus, and Curious just couldn't find the right engagement to take out the battle bus. The ECMs were a little bit out of position. Jarman was ready for snipes. I guess Lotus wasn't always in the area to deny Jarman, or at least reveal Jarman to stop the counter snipes. So, yeah, it could have gone better.
Great battle bus micro from Dominator as well. He was always kiting the ECMs very well, and there was a few times when the ECMs did get a disable, but it didn't even matter. The battle buses were still firing. As Blake... Wait, did number 2 rub out, but not number 1?
So what I'm thinking, Machine, is that by coating the scoreboard in the stuff that kills jellyfish, it makes it easier to rub off. Like if the surface is pre-coated with something that is anti-whiteboard marker. So we have to remember that for next time, and probably go to Officeworks and print out a new A3 scoreboard. Unfortunately, but I will be able to.
I've got to come off.
Grab the pen and give it the Dominator the big number 3.
We'll have the A4s as well that we can use as a backup.
Pal. And we're up to game number 4. This series between Dominator and Curious. Dominator will be spawning in as our USA vanilla.
Whenever I see a USA mirror, I just quickly check and think, oh, awesome. Whew, there's no Air Force General. We're going to have a balanced game.
Yeah.
Rejoice. It still probably favors Dishonor. Power Plant Dishonor. It still probably favors USA Laser a little bit though, just because Avengers are cheaper. It's not like losing the ability to build Tomahawks.
Plus,
really matters. You know, doesn't.
Plus, you know, laser Patriots have the awesome pew pew, so always worthwhile.
The Crusaders.
Laser Patriots.
Oh yeah, Patriots are good. Yeah, actually,
Pew, pew.
yeah, that's true. You can see Patriot drops are very powerful in 1.4. Dropping a dozer and just building a Patriot very quickly.
Oh, this is a dangerous drop from Curious. He's going for the double strat. He's going for the... Oh, no, he doesn't. What? All right, so both Tunics flew back together. I thought he was going to go for a Missile Defender drop on one supply and a Laser Patriot drop on the other supply, but that's not actually what we're seeing here. Rangers are starting to come out here,
Very
but I don't think
clever.
they're going to be in time.
Because he put the Missile Defenders very far away from where the Ranger was. This is the dozer.
Yeah, and look at the counter drop here from Curious, who is also going to be dropping. Actually gets onto the Chinooks here. Going to get one.
Oh,
Yes,
last shot.
successfully by absolutely nothing, but managed to secure it, denying mining time on this supply. Ranger's very slow to rotate over as well. Okay. Another drop coming down.
The same one.
Yeah.
Man, USA
That's the
mirrors
dozer.
are crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Looks like the Rangers are going to find at least one of these defenders. Starting to snipe down the supply here. I'd argue that the War Factory is probably a more crucial target, but I suppose it could take them a little bit longer to take it down.
I think he's waiting for a second Humvee.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just microing the drops very fiercely. Oh, no. Sends it out.
Wow. Interesting. It'll be losing the supply here. Oh, maybe another Chinook. Rangers, your job is not done yet. You've only taken out one missile defender.
Ooh, I didn't even sell off the supply either. I mean, it is a very micro-intensive situation to be in when you're trying to micro 2 drops on 2 different fronts. And also the fact that you have no radar, so it makes it a little bit harder as well. But a big mistake they've Dominator, losing his supply.
So, yeah, there's the dozer, the last dozer here from Dominator. Curious, I think, still has a dozer. Is it up near the oil derrick machine? The left oil derrick? Is that where the dozer's chilling? No, it's a Ranger, right. I don't know. Does he have a dozer left? Yes. Okay, right. No, it's in the middle, so. Or Chinook's getting sniped down as well. Wow. Really nice micro here from Curious. Has barely lost any of these missile defenders in the initial drop. Continually denying the Chinook mining.
There's only one supply here for Dominator as well. He can only drop off his Chinooks here. So as long as the missile defenders are nearby, then it will prevent Dominator from mining. At the same time, though, Curious isn't mining either. Okay, but he can rally backwards, though. That's the important thing here, is he has 2 supplies, so he has a bit more flexibility. Humvee actually kites around the side, but he will go down.
Nicely handled by Curious, who looks like he will come out ahead in this game.
Has an oil cap especially. I think Dominator lost the game when he didn't sell, or especially he didn't defend the supply. Yeah, that's too big of a loss.
I just don't really understand it when you had 2 Vs potentially coming out. You know, second V coming out from the war factory. It seemed like it was delayed maybe due to lack of income. Of course, Chinooks deliver in blocks, so if you don't quite have enough money, you still have to wait for the Chinook to pick up and drop off your 600 cash to a supply, which is difficult when there are missile defenders on it.
Dominator sold his war factory.
What?
Does he want to go just mass infantry?
I'm guessing that's the strat machine. Obviously, he doesn't have enough income to... yeah, obviously, I guess going for the counter oil cap here, doesn't have enough income to be able to... Yeah, it was just GG. To be able to afford a Humvee or any production from the war factory, so just going for more infantry, but... Yeah, supplies collected. I love games like this. 7,600 compared to the 5,625 of Dominator.
Look how fun USA mirrors are when they don't involve Air Force.
USA mirrors are great. I have a great time with USA mirrors. Yeah.
I still stand by my earlier comment that I absolutely love watching USA mirrors, but I just hate playing them. Yeah. It is too stressful for me. Yeah. And then this is a StarCraft player, man.
Need more radar, man.
USA mirrors.
Need more radar.
Yeah. Yeah, well, anyway, that's going to wrap up the first half of this video. Will be done in 2 parts, so stay tuned for part number 2 of Curious versus Dominator. I'm glad at least we got to see Curious take 1 game off Dominator before we wrap this video up.
Which is nice. So I'll give him a big 1 on the scoreboard.
A glimmer of hope remains.
I'm sure they appreciate that. There indeed is the glimmer, ladies and gentlemen. Machine, your eyes are safe. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you do enjoy our content, please do consider supporting us on Patreon. Will enable us to keep producing videos. We do rely entirely on your support. Thank you to our current Patreon backers as well.
See ya.